Published 0755 EDT, the 15th of September 2017. Updated 0755 EDT, the 15th of September 2017. Making his way out of the Santiago Bernabeu on Wednesday night, Gareth Bale stopped 3 or 4 times for pictures before jumping into his club Audi and driving away. As he drove out of the stadium, he was cheered by the supporters waiting by the players' exit, and he put his thumb up in acknowledgement. 48 hours later, and Marca had dedicated pages 2 and 3 of its Friday edition to Bale. The headlines were overwhelmingly positive. Gareth Bale was booed once again by a vocal minority of Real Madrid fans during the midweek victory over APOEL Nicosia in the Champions League. Whistles could be heard as Bale walked off the field to be substituted in the second half, and read no one at Madrid doubts Bale. Another read: Bale's situation will not be helped by people whistling him. There are plenty in the Spanish capital who want Bale back to his best and who are willing to help him get there. It's the minority who are doing the whistling, but they are a loud minority, and when the whistling is as out of place as it was on Wednesday night after his substitution, it really stands out. Bale had played well in the 30 win over APOEL. He had laid the first goal on a plate for Cristiano Ronaldo with a brilliant cross from the left. It was low, hit with pace, and the goalscorer barely had to change position to convert. He did the same moments later, but Ronaldo couldn't quite reach the ball to score. Bale has helped Real Madrid to 3 Champions League successes in 4 seasons. The Welshman has been influential in restoring Real to the pinnacle of European football. He had also provoked the second goal because it was his cross that Roberto Lago was wrongly adjudged to have handled for Madrid's penalty, and he nodded the ball back across the face of the goal for Sergio Ramos to score the third. Despite all of that, when he was taken off with 10 minutes left, above the almost universal applause led by Marcelo and Ramos was the shrill sound of about 100 whistlers from different parts of the ground. There are 2 reasons why some supporters don't like Bale. The first reason is based in the preference for Spanish players, and the second is a sense that Bale has been given special treatment, that he has been picked because of who he is and how much he cost as opposed to how he is playing. Both scenarios have arisen because of the emergence of 2 Spanish players, Marco Asensio and Isco. The latter will sign his contract renewal until 2022 on Friday. The former has already been tipped to become Spain's best player. Bale has scored 68 times in 156 matches for Real Madrid since his arrival from Spurs in 2013. Bale receives the gratitude of Cristiano Ronaldo after teeing him up against APOEL, both are adored by the Bernabeu, and supporters want them in the Spain team and in the Real Madrid team. The fact that last season, when Isco's form got better but he still found it hard to hold down a first-team starting place, coach Zinedine Zidane still said if Bale was fit he would always start, really did the Welshman no favours. It suggested favouritism, and it helped turn the supporters against him. Without the gregarious charm of David Beckham, who, like Bale, never learned the language, and achieved far less on the pitch, but was far more popular among supporters, Bale has his talking on the pitch. His performances so far this season have been far better than his more determined critics have made out. But it also true that he has not showed that explosive pace which became his calling card in his final seasons at Spurs and his first campaigns in Spain. Where is the Bale that galloped from the halfway line, off the pitch and back onto it, in 2014 to win the Spanish Cup for Real Madrid in the last minute? Bale shakes hands with manager Zinedine Zidane after being taken off on Wednesday night. That is what made him one of the world's top 10 players and the first 100 meters Euros signing. After so many injuries, it's understandable that he is still cautious over peaking physically too soon only to then come undone in mid-season. He needs to stay fit this year. He needs to be involved when the trophies are handed out in May and to still be right for Russia 2018 providing Wales have made it. The Boo Boys have no time for such subtleties and they will continue judging him harshly for as long as his name is not Isco or HES not scoring spectacular winning goals. The sensible majority are willing to cut him more slack. They know his 68 goals and 54 assists in 156 games is worthy of that much. He needs to find the afterburners without burning out. It's a fine balance, but he needs to strike it before January. If not, then the Madrid transfer rumor mill will fire up and it will only be churning out one thing: tales of replacements for Bale.